Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's resume our complete beginner's guide to Planet Crafter, shall we? Alright, well we've got one more little trip to make to get the rest of the stuff from the ship that we explored over here back to our base. And then also, we can eventually check to see how our ore extractors are doing, giving us basic resources. And we could start building some better terraformation structures and facilities. We can make a bio lab. Look at those big chunks of ice up there to the north. And we're back. Okay. Give me everything. We just have exactly enough room for everything. Now, we can tear this place down if we want to get the iron and the silicon and stuff back, but I don't think we need that. We're fine. So, there's stuff to explore in here. We still haven't gone to the massive arc station yet. We need to completely gather all the uranium that we can so we can make big power stations. By the way, if you don't want to make big power stations, the uranium nuclear plants, you don't have to. You can just make tier 2 solar panels and make a bunch of them with, you know, standard resources. I just like kind of getting the big chunk of power from the nukes. So you can see our terraformation index is kind of sitting there at 2.16 MTI, and that means that we're stalling out with our current technology, and we need to think about that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and sort. So we have a bunch of iron, which is great. We'll just dump that in there. And we got a little aluminum. We have a bit of iridium. And we got some seeds here. And some food seeds here. Okay. So, we also want to build food. You know, we want to grow food. Makes sense. Okay. So how will we go about doing that? Well, let's see what we want to make. Let's blueprint something that looks fun. We've made our water collector, by the way, and we forgot. I haven't collected the water in a bit, so let's go up and check it. You can see it's got 4 water. We just take it out, and it'll get 4 more water. So, in a lot of ways, by doing this, we don't even need to bother with ice anymore, which is amazing, and it's right there by our house. I like to have 2 or 3 of those water guys built. All right, so then we've made some of these tier 3 heaters. We could probably drop another one in to make more heat. This is the food grower, which is really easy for us to make. Let's just do that right now. What is it? It's just aluminum, iron. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to make 5 for the time being. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So along, I'm just going to say this will be our kind of like our food section. Back here, this is fine. By the way, all of these veggie tubes we can clear out. I forgot the whole control. We don't need these to generate oxygen for us anymore because we're generating oxygen so much better with our grass spreader, but it's a nice thought. So what food do we want to grow? Well, primarily we want to grow beans for eating. It's the best for us, but we're going to need eggplants as well for crafting. So I'm just going to go ahead and do eggplant, and then bean for now. Okay, and we're growing some food just like that. I am going to deconstruct. Oh, you can't do it yet. You got to take the golden seed out, which, yes, we want to do that because we can use the golden seed for much better things. Yeah, we have a bunch of them. It's awesome. What do you mean there's something inside? There is not. Oh, I'm targeting the living compartment here. Veggie tube. There. I'm just doing that to make a path. The food grower, I probably want to move and put along that wall so I can get through there easier. But for now, it's fine. And we got a bunch of ice. And so what we're going to do is just mass craft water with all that ice. Just kind of put it in there. And then put away the silicon, put away the iron, and put away the magnesium. And then we've got these larger seeds, which we no longer even really have room for. But we're going to go ahead and take out 2 lermas because we need to make some more. I'm going to eat that food. Another thing we want to make is some more grass spreaders. So let's just go ahead and click on this. This is magnesium to water and lerma. And aluminum. Wait. Not that. That. Actually, can we do 4? We sure can. How much power do I have? I don't... I have 30. I can make 2 of them for now. Which is not a ton, but it's okay. There. Alright, so you can see our index is up to 2.31 as we're waiting. And now we have even more grass coming in. I already got some water. I can't... Let me see. How are we doing on this? Yeah, I don't have enough uranium right now. So what we're going to need to do is then put these items away. I'm just going to put these in... no, never mind. I'll put them away in the right place. It'll throw me off if I don't. Magnesium... Aluminum. Lerma. Okay. So, we're running into a power wall. And let's go get that uranium. We can't really even collect all the stuff I want to over here yet because we don't have the space. Okay. We don't need O2 right now. We're okay. Water is a legitimate concern, but we have one. It's worth mentioning that if I have this correct, the water actually restores full hydration bar, so we can save the water until we're at the end, whereas like a lot of the food only does a portion of it. So remember, we're just going over to the east. If we built once we built the rocket and launched the map and the GPS up there, then we could actually see this from a top-down map, which is really useful. Here we go. It's glowing. All right. There we go. Is that all of it for now? Let's turn on the flashlight. Just make sure we've collected everything we want in here. Here's some titanium. Here's this chest that actually has good stuff in it. Another piece of uranium, as well as some seeds and such. Anything else in here that we need? Our O2 is fine, by the way. We have a piece of titanium on the ground. Don't need that. Don't really care. Okay. So our inventory is exactly full. So let's go home. Well, sometimes I miss the door. It's over here. O2 is a little scary. Nothing we can't handle. Okay. Hydration low. It is. It's true. Well, there's our base. Okay. So, once we get back, we'll make a couple of uranium rods, make a couple of power plants. That'll give us the overhead to install some new stuff. We had exactly enough for 2. So I'm going to pin nuclear reactor. And we don't have any super alloy. So that seems to be a problem, right? Well, I mean, it is. But we'll get to that. Let's just put all the stuff away that we have. I think I was putting sulfur over here for now. And I don't have enough room for all of this stuff. So we can make a separate locker just for those lerma seeds that we have, if we'd like. As they are the most plentiful. There. Okay. So it is time then to move this way. And we're going to need to make our own super alloy. You kind of get to this point where you just need to craft your own super alloy because you're not finding it as readily unless you prioritize salvaging shipwrecks. And I like to do a balance of shipwrecks while also crafting my latest blueprints so that I can keep my terraformation index pushing forward so I don't lag behind on that. If you don't build anything, then all of the time that you're in the ship exploring, you could be surging your terraformation index. Okay. So here's our buddies. Let's go talk to our extractors and see what they've got. They are full, so we'll take everything. Now this one. I'm only going to take aluminum first, and then, you know, we can just take whatever else we need from this stockpile here. Get a good distribution if you want, but we prioritize the aluminum because the rest of this stuff we can just wander around outside of our base and get, but aluminum is not there. So you can see those things do fill up pretty quickly. The extractors. And you can start to cannibalize all of this if you want. Not your initial escape pod, but all of these like little wind turbines that I have and these habs down here. Okay, here we go. Almost out of O2, but I still didn't need to stop. I'm just going to go ahead and craft one piece of super alloy, and I am missing silicon for another, so we'll just pick up a piece of silicon. And whenever I, you know, what am I missing this time? Magnesium and silicon. Okay. Just use all the ingredients I've got on me to craft and craft and craft. And then now it's magnesium and silicon again. And then this gives me enough super alloy to make the reactor. One of them anyway. And I need 2 water. Let's get water from our machine here. Empty that out. And then just go over to our nuclear site and drop in a nuclear reactor. Perfect. Alright, so now we got a lot of power. So I'd like to build a biodome. I'm going to right click this. You can see what we need for this would be lerma, which we have. I didn't learn a flower spreader. No, I didn't. Okay. Lerma, double titanium, cobalt, 3 super alloy. Okay. By the way, you can see right here, our food is at 80% growth coming in. So I'm going to need a lot of titanium here, a lot of cobalt, so we can put back the aluminum. And just being honest, what would it take to make another ore extractor? Double osmium and an iridium rod. Well, I'm out of osmium is the issue. We could go looking in caves to find some, but that's holding us back. So we're going to have to manually just go around here and pick up the stuff that we need. We can go back to our extractors, though, and get it. But it's pretty much just lying around here. What we do not need is any iron. That is the one that we're like really, really good on. Silicon low. Titanium low. Good. All right, now we're getting there. So we're just walking around, just trying to find the last few things that we need to keep ourselves topped off on the super alloy game. A lot of it's titanium. All right, good. Okay. I'm going back. We'll build a few just regular extractors right by us so that we will just have a full supply of these general things. Inventory full, it says. Okay, well, I'm low on water, so let's go. Fantastic. All right, we'll sort. And I'm going to put a few things away so I can make... I need... Oh, can I make a super alloy? I need an aluminum. Okay. I actually need a bunch of that. All right, let's see how we're doing. There. So now I can drop in this enormous biodome. I'd like to connect it to our existing base, if possible. Sometimes it's hard to rotate it correctly. There. That worked. You don't have to worry that it's freestanding. That is perfect. Okay, so we go into this right over here. Look at this. Look how sweet this is. And inside here, you will see a whole new system of blueprints that you're unlocking with biomass, plants, insects, animals. Now, we're not going to be getting insects and animals anytime soon, but this is what we've already unlocked with our grass spreader. So we can get a beehive, etc. So you can come here and look and see what we're getting. This thing itself is generating a sick amount of O2, which is great. The next thing I want to build is a bio lab, but we need osmium for that. So instead, we're going to focus on what structures can we build. Heaters sound good. So I can at least build one more heater. And I believe those go downstairs. Alright, I can build it over here. It's fine. Great. So we put in another heater. Now heat's coming in great. And we're at liquid water stage. We just hit it. Look at this. And now we're getting into lakes. So you're going to start seeing water around in the world. Heat is climbing nicely. Oxygen is doing nothing. So oxygen not going well. Well, we already built this, which gives a lot of oxygen. But to be honest, this is our good friend right here, the grass spreader. So we just need magnesium, aluminum, and lerma, and water bottles. So give me all of it. Give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me from the lerma seeds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we got a bunch of water. Now, we're going to have to do this bit by bit. I also have to look at my power. I built one more, but how much power do I have? I don't have enough for as many as I want to build. And that's just the reality. We're going to be limited by power a little bit. But we're going to get grass growing over here. And now power, where are you at? Right there. Okay. So we need more iridium. Instead, we can, make do with a tier 2 solar panel. But this thing requires a bunch of cobalt and silicon. And we don't have enough. But we can go find one. There's one right there. And we will drop in this there. Beautiful. So now we actually have enough to build another grass spreader. We just need some water, which our water collector doesn't quite have yet. But we've got it right here. Put it right there. Let's get grass everywhere. And you could start to now see that we're boosting our oxygen. It's moving up as well. But now we're kind of lagging behind a little bit on pressure. If you ever want to know exactly, go over to your progress and just see where the unlocks are. If you have one of these too far, then you'll notice that, well, there's no such thing as too far. You want them all over, but you can just see if it's uneven. And right now we're actually doing okay. This is not even close to tier 4 heater, but we did create a flower pot, which we can make, so we could check that out. Algae generator getting there. Nuclear reactor, the bigger one, which is going to be really cool for producing power, is right there. So we're growing food, and is our food ready to go? It is. Beans, beans, eggplant, 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 and then it just grows right back. You don't have to do anything else, and we got a squash. Magnificent. I'm going to put all this food in there. Sweet. All right, everybody. We're rocking and rolling. We are really making good progress. We have built this beautiful bio lab or biodome, and we're going to build a bio lab. We're collecting water. We tested out our ore extractors, and we went and gathered all the uranium to build another nuclear reactor. I think that uranium eventually repopulates, but I'm not sure about that. But we'll find uranium rods, and once we get tier 2 extractors, we can extract them from that location as we explore more shipwrecks, which is kind of one of the other things that's going to be on the docket, because now we can feel pretty good about the rate at which we're producing our terraformation index. As you can see, that we're kind of moving up to the next stage. I hope you're still finding this series to be useful and fun. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Take care.